What's the difference between confrontation and structured intervention?
It's really to have more compassion. I love that word. Compassion is like a form of love. To have more compassion and understanding for the other person, and really to talk with them and find out what's going on with them. What are some of the things they're thinking and believing about the situation? And one thing that really helps with their, say in the family, the mom and dad talking to their young adult with schizophrenia, is to empathize or really to relate to the emotional reaction that their adult child is having, that person living with schizophrenia.
I think compassion is a key word for all families that can treat their family member with schizophrenia or psychosis. Yeah.
That heart, it's that human to human respect and acceptance. That's just so important. And in, let's say, in the Buddhist religion, they talk about that a lot. And in Christianity, that saying from Jesus, "I'm my brother's keeper." Yes, you are your brother's keeper. And in this case, it's going to be the young adult child, or if you're the caregiver, that young adult person with schizophrenia. And of course, there are older people with schizophrenia as well. One of the sad things that the World Health Organization and other people that look at epidemiology are sort of studying this stuff. People with schizophrenia on average live maybe 10 to 20 years less than people without schizophrenia. There are some older ones around who have this condition. And going back for just a quick moment to confrontation versus intervention, movie that's out there that I definitely recommend is Crow, who plays a mathematician, Dr. Nash, a real historical person.
Beautiful mind.
In that beautiful mind, he has a roommate in college where he's doing his famous stuff that he got awards for. In college, he has his roommate, and throughout his life, this roommate is still there, the same young man. And at the end of the movie, Dr. Nash, played by the actor Russell Crowe, is an old man, and he's getting rewards. He's kind of calmed down from the worst part of his schizophrenia illness. And the roommate is still a young man, because the roommate is a complete hallucination. He's an imaginary person that nobody sees except for him, Russell Crowe and Dr. Nash. And that hallucination, that delusional belief, that relationship with a false person that doesn't exist was consistent throughout this mathematician's life. And I would say in my experience, say in 15 years in the acute hospital, people would come in, they don't have insurance. 5 years later, they come in again. Another 5 years, they come back. So I might see them 3 times. This is kind of rare. But I do remember a few cases, not many, where it's the same delusions, the same hallucinations, 5 years, 10 years later. It doesn't change, even with the medications. So Dr. Nash in that movie, Beautiful Mind, shows that. And so I think having for this phenomenon, which is part of this unusual thing called schizophrenia, can be a reality for the person who is that diagnosis, who's living with that condition, and that you can talk with them and try to convince them, no, Dr. Nash, that roommate never existed. You've never had a roommate in college. You've always been in a single room by yourself. There is no roommate. But yeah, you can fight with him and try to convince him he's wrong, but he sees it and he believes it, and he has a relationship with this roommate guy throughout the whole movie. And in the biography and the life of Dr. Nash, that roommate, hallucinatory, imaginary person existed throughout his life.